understand it, that's fine.
Well, let's move the couch back a little bit.
What is the idea plan for the business deal? Basically, this presentation was Vakas. The last week you guys are here, mashallah, he's professional in his industry. And Parker, they were presenting that, but Vakas is on the way, there is a snow, and because of that reason they got delayed. So Parker is inshallah continue that presentation. So again, Vakas will be here from 6:30 to 8:30. Personal questions, any further detail, all that information will be shared by them, inshallah. So we got late, so but Parker will continue that class. So that's the reason Parker will stay, and I'll be helping him out also in lot of basically information. It's a lot of information, lot of knowledge. Ready? वो सारा बीच में घुट के जाके वो प्लेट बनाते रहेंगे One thing what has not been taught to us why when we do business here in United States, that is how to deal things legally. This is a general research. They did one survey, and based on survey, but they found that 90% Muslims don't know what are the legals of basically legal basics of business here in United States. So objective while we are doing entrepreneurship class, the main objective is firstly you have to develop your strong base. Strong base is the most important thing. If your legal points are right, then automatically you can grow business in a right way. So last week we Parker will take from there basically. So we discussed that, and he'll do a short recap of last week, and from there please Parker, little bit introduction about Parker. Parker is doing PhD in economics, and mashallah he's very good in stocks. He's financially mashallah he's very capable in that. He worked it back 3 years back, alhamdulillah, and now he's on the journey of basically he's an entrepreneur by himself. And also he's teaching his knowledge with other people, sharing that knowledge. And the same thing we want from you, whatever knowledge you take from here, share with others. So main is the basically that is sharing is caring. So we have to start sharing, we have to build up the whole community. This is not a class, this is a movement. So we are starting a mission. A mission is basically simple. Basically last week I was with the still other brothers are coming, so I'm sorry taking your Parker time, sorry for that. So main thing is basically $1 trillion economy, inshallah, in 2027. And very easy, very possible basically. How much is, can anybody tell me how much is the population of Muslims in the world? Can anybody tell me? 2 billion people, beautiful, mashallah. From 2 billion people, if only 1 million people make $1 million, how much is the money? Simple, easy way. And if you make basically, so just from 2 billion, you have to select a small share, and people start making that. So we have to build that entrepreneurs, and if those entrepreneurs can make success story, inshallah, and that will be again, this is a mission, this is a vision, you guys have to take from here, and then inshallah, grow, make it happen, and inshallah, will be basically, we have a lot basically to share with you guys, inshallah. So Parker, please continue from your side.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So thank you for the introduction, and you can go to the next slide real quick. I can introduce my invisible partner, Wakas. Mashallah, he's very good in tax. He's mashallah 15 years of experience. He can answer any of your particular tax questions. So inshallah, when he arrives later, at the end, if you have something particular for your situation, he's the man to ask. He's the man to go to. Now, I want to review a little bit from last time. See who's paying attention. What is the best type of legal entity that an early stage e-commerce business should we go with?
LLC.
MashaAllah. Someone was paying attention. Good.
I was paid
Good.
too.
You go next slide. So LLC, right? We went over a few other types: sole proprietorship, C corp, S corp. We don't need to worry about those right now. Can anyone tell me why LLC we recommend is the best? Yes.
Separates your personal assets from your business one, so you don't have liability.
Perfect. MashaAllah. It separates your personal assets. Oh.
Speaker. That will be better. Yeah, you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, please. Yeah. So everybody, so move the basically mic. That is your duty. Okay. So by that way, everybody can hear. Yes, please. Yeah, please repeat
So
that.
why is an LLC the best?
You want to separate, make sure your personal assets are protected and separated from business assets in case there's any litigation or issues.
Exactly. It's perfect. So we want to separate our personal assets from our business assets. And say that. So why do we want to do this? Let's say that you do a sole proprietorship, right? You are the business in that scenario. If somebody sues your business for whatever reason, God forbid, something's wrong with your product, which I don't think Zahid has ever had an issue in his years of e-commerce. But let's say something does happen, right? Worst case scenario. We plan for the worst and hope for the best. So if something, you would feel very, I might use a harsh word here, you might feel very stupid for not spending $100 to $300, depending on your state, for just getting an LLC, separating your assets. So it's a very small upfront investment if you look at the grand scheme of things. And yes, like the brother said, it's protection from personal liability. Next slide, please. So a few common questions around business registration. We get our, should I set up an operating agreement? Just to make this real simple overview, yes, if you have multiple partners in your business, you should absolutely have an agreement. Like the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, if you have an agreement, write it down. Allah commands in the Quran, we'll see later on. But if you have partners in your business, write everything down. That way there's no room for shaitan to come in and put jealousy in someone's heart. So we just put everything in writing. That's the easiest way. Do you need a registered agent? Waqas touched briefly on this last time. I'll say no. Most of you will not need a registered agent. Again, this is something, if you have a particular situation, you can speak with Waqas one-on-one. He'll give you professional advice, inshallah. Same with business insurance. It can be useful depending on your industry, but for, I'll say, 75 to 80% of you, it will not be needed anywhere in the picture. There are some licenses you can get, like a reseller's license, which will help you save on taxes. Depending on your state, everyone likes saving taxes, right? Nobody wants to pay Uncle Sam. So, of course, we're trying to make $1 million. We don't want to just make it to give it right back to the government. We want to make that $1 million to spend it the way that we think is best. And then when you're going through the registration process, please make sure you save your EIN, registration documents. Basically, we all have a tax identification number, right? We all have our social security or something of that sort. This is just the tax number for your business. So just make sure you save it to your downloads or your computer, write it down somewhere that you will remember it. The biggest thing that I hope all of you take from this little talk today, don't let paperwork slow you down, make you nervous, discourage you in any way. Yes.
The second point, the registered agent. When you are on their website, so there is a space you need to fill. You can leave that empty or not.
So registered agent part, that is very important basically. What is that? Registered agent is basically where you will receive legal emails or replies, all those things basically. So that is address. So because you are registering LLC in your own basically state, in home state, so then you can use your home address for that purpose. So your home address will become basically a registered agent. So that is the reason basically. So that's the reason if you take the services from somebody, you have to pay $120 for that per year. So there is no need for that. So you can use your home address. The mail will come directly to your home address, and that is LLC. This is okay. And down the road, what it will help you regarding tax. When you are filing the tax, that gives you the benefit that you are using your home address and home as office. So you can deduct some taxes also. I hope I answered the question.
Great clarifying question. Thank you. Yes.
Excuse me, a question.
Hello.
So what's mean by the in the saving option the EIN
EIN. So that's just basically your tax number. You know, when you file taxes, you have to support either your tax identification or your social security number, so the government knows who they're working with here.
Live at a safe place, make a folder online, that's the best option. Have a Gmail gives you 5 GB basically data, so that's Zaisab can further go in that. So you should save that data. Keep in mind, documents should not slow down, documents should support you down the road. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So, beautiful point. The main thing I hope everyone takes away from this lecture is documents, paperwork, do not let it slow you down, do not let it scare you or prevent you from starting your business or from growing. So, mashallah, writing contracts, we can say filling out your from the Quran and Sunnah, as I'm sure all of you know. Surah Baqarah, Allah commands the believers that when we write a contract, write a loan for a fixed term, commit it to writing. Like we said earlier, if there's anything involving money, best to just write it down. That way there's no here and there, there's no confusion later on, no room for jealousy or greed to enter the picture.
So, but we'll help you out basically, we'll give you sample agreements. One challenge in our community is the biggest challenge is basically because when you start a business, when you do something, people come for loan or you get loan from somebody, we don't write it down. That is a bad habit. We have to start changing this habit. This is a sunnah of Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the longest verse of Quran Majid, Furqan Majid, that is on writing the contract. So that is very important topic. Whenever you give any single penny, this is sunnah of Holy Prophet ﷺ, how much reward you are getting, if 100 people die in the way of Allah, the collective reward basically, that is equal to basically acting on one sunnah. So that is protecting your business and also basically helping you out in that. So writing contract, keep in mind one formula in business. Today you have to take with you, write down the contracts. That is the most important. That protected me in my business. Alhamdulillah, I built a business empire. And in that one formula I learned, writing protects me. Simple, easy way. You give money to anybody, even you are basically anybody you are giving, and that is Qarz Hasna. Write it down. That is the most important thing. Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely. And a great benefit from this country that not many people think about is this is a land of laws, and it's a land of fairness. If you write things down, you won't have any issues. It's the thing that Holy Prophet ﷺ tried to teach to us, but Allah commanded in the Quran, and mashallah, this government that we find ourselves living under has the same principle. Now here's Uncle Sam. That's just a quick recap of last week's lecture, and now we're going to go into some very simple. I know when we see accounting 101, everyone get. Please raise your hand. Anyone ever take an accounting class? Right.
One person in the whole class.
Yeah.
So accounting is not bad. It's very simple, very easy. We'll teach you inshallah in detail in that area what we are covering. It's free. Maximum 5 minutes to 10 minutes in a day and you are done. That's it. That's accounting. And you can do by yourself. You don't have to pay $100, $200, $300 per month to accountant. Vikas is not here, so that's the reason it's okay, I can say that. So better I suggest that do by yourself. That money will go in your pocket basically. So that's the most important thing. So Uncle Sam, what is our objective? Our mission statement. Everybody who's sitting in this class, they have to make $1 million in this year. That's the mission. We have to set up that $1 million in this year. Everybody who is taking this class, they have to make that inshallah. That's the target. So that's the reason Parker written there, how to keep your first million. So that million should belong to you, not Uncle Sam. Keep in mind. So that's important, yes.
Perfect. So, 3 simple steps we're going to go over today. First, open your business bank account, right? This goes along with the LLC. You should have your personal and your business assets completely separate. That way, down the road, there's no confusion. There's no way that anything gets mixed up together. We want all of our business assets to be very clear. We recommend that you open a business bank account. Do a little bit of due diligence. I'm not going to recommend any particular bank, but whatever bank you're working with now, they almost certainly have a business banking option.
You need just 3 things for business banking account. What is one? FPIN basically, Federal Employer Identification Number. Second, LLC documents. Third, your identification, like your ID card, your driving license, your passport, anything basically. These 3 documents and social security basically they write down the number. So these things, many people don't have social security, even they can open the bank. So these are the things. Go in a bank. The first thing basically, The moment you are
Just a quick little thing to make sure every bank wants businesses to work with them. So a lot of them they'll offer interest. So just make sure that you find a no interest option. Uh, and if your bank is offering interest, you can almost certainly talk to the branch manager and say, hey, I don't want this, and they'll say, really? Okay, no problems. Another important point on this is look for something with low or zero minimum balance. What that means is some business bank accounts you have to have at least $1,000 in that account at all times. Best to just try to avoid that. Many of them will offer $0 as your minimum balance. So once we get our business bank account open, we want to make sure, like Sheikh Jamil said, we're tracking all of our income and all of our expenses. Anything related to our business, from the LLC to buying your product, to selling your product, to shipping costs, advertising, whatever it may be. You want to track all of that in your business bank account. You want to deduct or add that to your business bank account, and then also have proper accounting software, which we'll show you later on. And then finally, if you do everything in a nice, clean way, consistently, filing taxes is very easy. Bokasco, if there's any
and
complications.
filing taxes again, we feel afraid when the tax are below. That is unfortunate problem. They are basically carrying the bags of cash. I'm saving from last 20 years and money is sitting under my. That's wrong approach, guys. We have to change that mindset. Yes, we are working on banking system. We are working on that. That is a down the road path. But at this minute, what you have to do basically, every single penny, don't deal with cash. Every single penny should go from your bank account. Anything you are buying, you are ordering online, you are using sourcing anything, whatever is happening, that should go through your bank account. That is a lesson. In business, at start you make mistakes, and then what happens? Those mistakes keep compiling, it's a snowball effect, and then you get stuck. So here basically again, don't make mistake. That's the most important thing. So then at the end of year, you just have to see how much money you made, and then there are ways. We'll tell you basically down the road, inshallah, as our class will move forward, that how you can save those taxes also. That is our class, inshallah, will teach you that, how you can save money, how you can buy assets under business name, how that helps you to basically bring your taxes down. That is our down the road class. So we'll talk on that, inshallah. But file taxes, 3 steps. What is the first step? Open bank account. Second, connect that bank account with accounting software. Then third, all transactions, just 5 minutes in a day. Whatever you did expenditure, just put in right category, and then you are on the year end file taxes. That's it. You are good to go. You are legally compliant basically businessman. It's nothing. It's not complicated. It's not. It's very easy. So what Parker described at start, documents should not slow you down. Generally what happened, documents slow us down. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then we feel private and then we fall. That should not happen, inshallah. That is very important. We have to keep an eye. Yes.
And once you guys, you're a legally compliant businessman, then you can come and invest in stocks with me.
So Parker will teach you how to grow your stocks. That's a separate next level. How you can do investments, how you can grow your wealth. That is totally separate thing. So please don't pitch that.
I figure if we,
Yeah.
Lucas's accounting company.
So he's bringing his business into it. So no pitching basically, please.
So yes, there's a few different software out there to choose from. To make this very quick and simple, I'm not gonna 100% endorse anyone just for legal reasons, but I'll tell you that Wave is a completely free software. I've used it in the past. It will take care of everything you need at this at the beginning stage, and it's very simple. We'll walk through an example on that.
And practical example, Waves app, you just need one Gmail account. Zahid Sir will tell you basically you need 2 Gmail accounts. You can set up that and use the same Gmail account for setting up your Waves account. Go there, sign up is very easy. You put your email, password, and you are good to go. Then, yes,
I missed that part. What is this software for?
this is for accounting purpose.
Okay.
So that is the accounting software basically what you have to use for that. So that is related to that. Yes.
And then Zero is very similar. I haven't used it personally, but I know they have free options. And QuickBooks is the one that most people use in larger businesses. It is paid, different levels of how expensive, how complicated the software can be for you. But I'll say at this point, you probably don't need QuickBooks.
Until 1 million, that software is more than enough. Keep in mind. Until when you make 1 million, till 1 million, Waves app is the best basically, and you can manage that. So let's continue from there.
So, real quick, I actually wanted to go through an example just to show you how quick and easy it is. Look at this wonderful business, Parker's Marifahs. Okay, so let's add a transaction here, and we're gonna add a deposit. Somebody came and
Parker, go in the bank. Basically, I want to show you something. Can you cancel that? Banking. Click on the banking. So Parker already signed up this area basically with his Gmail. That is very easy. And I suggest that today go on online. This is your homework, little bit homework. You have to practice it. Again, my suggestion is learn by yourself. Knowledge is power. You have to take that power in your hand. The main objective of this class is basically you should learn by yourself. You should grow by yourself. You should not be dependent on somebody who is exploiting you. So you should, because again, this is an unfortunate problem. When you go to people, they say, oh, accounting is very difficult. Accounting is not difficult. Law is not difficult. Law is very easy. So you don't have to hire a very professional person to start your business. So what you have to do, go on basically wavesapp.com. I'm not suggesting that. It's not just I'm telling you basically disclaimer. So don't come tomorrow basically. Should give me you file that. I'm not. So no, it's a disclaimer. Okay. So main thing is go on Waves app, sign up with your Gmail password. When you done that, simple. I'm thinking that you already opened your bank account. So click on your basically banking, connect accounts. So that basically you of your bank and you'll be connected with this. That's it. So easy. So easy. It's not complicated. And then all your transactions come into basically Waves app. You can go back. If they're taking time, that's fine. So that will you'll go there and then when you see that basically I spent $150 for filing my LLC, okay, add it as an expense. So there are already categories there. Vikas will be here inshallah 6:30. He's arriving 3 o'clock inshallah. There was snow during the path. So that will guide you basically for chart accounts, he'll teach you what structure, basic structure you have to set. That we are here to help you out. So as a basic level, we'll guide you inshallah in everything so you can set up your business in right way. But you have to go there and work on that. No, but where that give you? Where that give you clear statement, profit and loss statement? What can anybody tell me what is profit and loss statement? Anybody?
Your keep a record of your what the earning you doing, what the extra value.
So profit and loss statement, easy way, what is your money? So example, you spend 100,000, you made $125,000, 125,000 from that 100,000 is your equity, that is your basic investment. $25,000, Uncle Sam has a share in that. So by paying Uncle Sam's share, basically that is 20,000. That 20,000 is your money. So by that way, you know that at the end of year, I made this money. How you can make? No, on your 25,000 you owe tax. So if you, again, little bit one small trick. If you buy the assets under the business name, that 25,000 can come less. So that is easy way. We'll talk about that further inshallah in next class. Just started.
yeah, so unfortunately, Waze wasn't cooperating today, but that's okay. It's real simple. Within 30 seconds, you can file a transaction, attach your receipt to it, and then, yeah, your profit and loss statement, your cash flow reviews, anything that you need for taxes at the end of the year, for an audit, it's all there, all taken care of. And like Shakira said, 5 minutes a day. That's all you need.
Hey Parker,
Yes.
yes, question. So whenever you buy a product, for example, do you also upload the receipts?
Yes, 100%. Every single thing, what expense you do, you have to take a picture of that and upload in your basically. So transaction will come there. Or you need a proof, digitally basically, you need a proof. So upload your that receipt in the basically your platform and you're good to go. So after 1 year, Uncle Sam comes, he said that this guy was basically not making any money and now he's a millionaire. How he made $1 million? That is a question mark, that is a red flag. So now you are ready for that. So maybe I'm not thinking about million, I'm thinking you are a billionaire. So do you think that nobody will call you, nobody will check on you? They will check on you. And then you should be 100% ready. Here is how I made my $1 million.
Okay,
So there should be each and everything and simple, write it down each and everything. Yes.
thank you.
So, this is where you might start getting a little dizzy, right? I absolutely understand. This is the accounting part. So, at month-end reconciliation, I'm going to make this real simple. I'll translate this out of accounting into regular English. At the beginning of the month, you want to make sure all of the statements, all of your bank records are in your accounting software. Like Kizzo just asked, your receipts should be attached with every transaction. then you're starting from a good place. After that, you want to record every expense, every transaction as it happens in the software, attach the receipt, and by the end of the month, you'll be able to have all of your inventory, all of your accounts up to date. And this last part here, depreciation and amortization, that's for Wakas. That's where he can help you save money on taxes.
So let me explain a little because I'm doing business, so based on that, with my experience, I can share a little bit about that. So review and reconcile accounts, what that means basically at the end of month, you have to give 30 minutes, every day 5 minutes, but 30 minutes, what you have to do, you just have to go through your bank statement and check that where are these basically money, expenses are there, and then all income is there, do that is showing in my PL statement, do that is showing in my balance sheet. So you just have to match those transactions, that's number one. When you've done that, then check that if there are any difference, anything basically just correct it. And you have the right, you can do that. There's nothing basically, you can easily do that. Then it will generate the financial statement. Financial statement is the base. By that way, you know that where am I standing right now? Am I making money or I'm making loss? Again, in business, loss is not a bad thing. Immediately, because when loss comes, we start with disease. Business I'm doing, I lost money. No. The most important thing is if in business for 3 months you are doing like 15% loss, you are a good businessman. Then you know your target is you have to give yourself the target, man, why 15% loss is happening? Now I have to bring it to 10%. From 10% to 5%, 5% to break even, and now your success will start. So that is how businessmen grow. You have to optimize your business, and that can only happen if you have financial statement. If everything is air, you can't do anything. That is the main thing. And then close out inventories. So that is very important thing. Basically, like sometimes we get confused that okay, money is here. Basically, $10,000 in my bank account. I put $100,000. What about inventory? So you calculate, you count your inventory. Also, my inventory is of 200,000. So I am in a profit. So that is inventory. Basically, you have to work on that. And then update reports, schedule and checklist, reconcile all accounts, and this is very important, depreciation. Uncle Sam give you the option, for example, you purchase a new car of 100,000. Now that car you are using it, its price is going down, so you can apply depreciation into your tax benefits. You purchase a beautiful office building of 100 million. Now that 100 million is going down. So you can apply basically depreciation that. Depreciation is a complete basically lecture on that. Inshallah, we'll do, as we move forward, the accounts, these guys, they will keep you teaching on that. This is a very important knowledge. So we have to learn on that, inshallah. Okay, yes.
I don't want to go too in depth on that now, but basically, don't think about taxes as a loss. Think about them as a way that don't think about this process as scary or anything. Think about it as a way that you can save money.
You can actually make this in the software, in the app.
Yes, that everything is in your app. So Waves app basically that gives you the all detail. So that's the reason I'm giving you one small task today. Everybody when going home, open wavesapp.com and then just basically do a test run. Check it. Go through the whole software. There are videos there. So you watch those videos. By that way you learn. And by that way it's a free software. You don't have to pay anything. You are not spending any money. So that is the solution basically. And there are many softwares that providing the same type of service. Yes. Yes, Dr.
How much, just for, how much money you need to start any small business? 5,000.
That is a beautiful question. What I believe, you don't need money to start a business. This is my belief. But what I believe, you need energy. You need passion. When you have passion, I believe that money comes from whom? From Allah. You want to think big man. Dream big. If you are thinking about 1 million, why not think about $1 billion? And then believe on Allah. All risk, we all say risk is from home. Are you sure? So that is a basical belief on that. That is only, we know that, but now we should start believing it. So start your business and then ask Allah just do nafal and Allah, I need basically 100,000. No, Allah will give you. From where it will come, don't worry about it. That is none of your and my concern. Allah has all the little treasures. He will open the path. So for starting business, you don't need money. Again, I'm telling you again and again, for starting business, you don't need money. You just need a fire inside you that I want to become a next millionaire. That's it. And why I want to become? I want to become for Wajillah, for sake of Allah. That is my topic. I'll come on that inshallah. So you don't need, yes, with 2,000, 1,000, and then you can grow. Basically, you can take your business at next level. So that is option. That's option.
Jazakallah khair. So you mean every single person who is here can start a business and can become a millionaire? Jazakallah
100%.
khair. That was not the question. The question is, this is beautiful, the wave thing, and it's free. That you cannot beat that. So it's good for one business. What if you have multiple
It
businesses?
provides you multiple business option.
It can, but
Yes.
because it is free, why not get different accounts? Can we?
That is another option. You can get different account, or there is option you can make multiple businesses there.
Oh,
So with one Gmail you can make that. Okay. Perfect. Keep moving forward. Time is short. Danish and Abdishpur, they'll say that this is very well. We are taking our time. Yes.
So this is again talking about taxes. That's where this all leads to, right? We first thing we do, we set up our business bank account. Then, as we're operating our business throughout the month, throughout the quarter, we want to just make sure we're writing everything down, recording it the proper way, keeping receipts digitally, because you know pockets are only so big. But then we believe firmly you can file your own taxes. It's not as difficult as we think. Wakas can give some good advice on how to get started, but a lot of people they spend unnecessary expenses on hiring a professional accountant, a high-level corporate accountant, when you really don't need it. This is something that you can do yourself. You can save money on, and it should not slow you down. So, key takeaways from today: faktubu, from Allah saying in the Quran, the verse about writing down the contracts. Create your LLC. Write things down. Take that first step. Start your legally compliant business, and then just take care of that amana. Right. Have a business bank account. If Allah is giving you risk for your business, don't start mixing it and spending on fun little personal toys. Keep that separate, and don't have any uncertainty in your transactions. And then the main thing from all of this: be fearless. Right? Put your trust in Allah. You do your best. Wakas, we have a great team here to support you. There shouldn't be anything slowing you down, preventing you, or making you hesitate to start a business.
So I just want to put light on these three things. Beautiful words, mashallah. One thing, write it down. Allah is telling us. Second, we have to create basically, the second important part is business. Keep in mind, this business is not your business. Who is giving you money? So Allah is making you custodian of that. So now feel yourself that I am a servant of Allah. This is the most important thing in business. The moment you start saying that this is my business, then you are done. Then you will not get the sport, but sport is coming from Allah. Say that Allah gave me imana. This is imana, and I should protect it as a imana. And day of judgment, there's a beautiful hadith. The meaning of that hadith is basically a believer or basically a son of Adam will not leave until he answers three questions. People of knowledge are here, and one is basically how you earn money and how you spend money. So that is regarding basically amana. And then the third is fearless. What is the sign of friend of Allah? They have no grief and they have no fear. So don't be afraid in starting a $1 billion business. Make it happen. You can do that. So that is our today message. Inshallah, everybody has to take it. Start thinking big, and inshallah, we have to make it happen. Yes. You are done?
That's it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Parker. And now I want to invite Danish. And one challenge, what happened when we do business. In business, the main challenges are like we start compromising the most important thing. One is health, and the second is basically we have family relationships that get spoiled, and you see many businessmen, they are really bad in that. They are unable to manage that. So I request Danish studied from Harvard, mashallah. Abdul Shkur, they'll introduce themselves. I'm just taking your time a little bit. So inshallah, they'll talk about that. So next 30 minutes, we'll learn from them. And then inshallah, we'll go to e-commerce part. Zaisa will be here, inshallah. And then after that, who is next? Yes, our customer care team, sale and customer branding, they are working on that. And then finally, I'll talk a little bit. And inshallah, during that, we'll take small break from people of knowledge. Jami Saab is here, mashallah. Ulma Ikram, we are honored. Alhamdulillah, they came, they gave their precious time, and they're aligning with this mission. This, keep in mind, this Marifah is yours. This mission is yours. This is not mine. I started my journey, I done my part. Now I'm giving it to you. Now you have to make it happen. This is Raja Saab, Jami Saab, Avais Saab, these all people of knowledge, Dr. Saab, mashallah, these all mashallah, Munir Saab, they are mashallah, they started aligning with that mission. Today Sheikh Abdullah came. So there's all people are basically Sheikh Adil. And thank you very much. I'm honored that you guys are here and you're aligning with this mission. And now this is your mission. This is what we have to do. And here at Marifah, we are your servants. We are here to help you out, inshallah. We are here to share all the information, all the knowledge, what we learned through thick and thin. So since mashallah, may Allah bless him, he came, joined us today. So please, yes. I already take Dr. Khan name, mashallah. So Dr. Rashid, Dr. Khan, thank you very much. Yes, Danish and Abdul Shakur, your turn. May Allah bless you. Mashallah, beautiful picture.
This one over here.
More people should on stage.
You have your mic? Yeah, this one right here. It's working.
Keep close.
Okay. I want to quickly introduce Danish, who, like Sheikh said, he's a Harvard business graduate. He also has very successfully worked in pharmaceuticals as well as other businesses. And he's going to quickly recap what he talked about last week, so you all have a good sense where we are this week.
Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Danish, and I'm happy to be here co-hosting with Abdul Shakur. Abdul Shakur is also a great leader. He studied biotechnology and leadership. He's worked on biotech startups. He's helped, with putting the businesses in incubators and getting them going. Right now, he's interested in AI, small business, and education. So, mashallah, he's a great person to be with, great person to pray with, great person to work with. Okay, so mashallah, thank you for the introduction. So, what track we're on is how to manage. I got it. Yeah, I got it. So we're going to talk about how to manage challenges in business. So this is the managing challenge track. So we're going to be your guide if you have challenges or issues or anything you're facing. We're here to help. Okay, so you can come talk to me afterwards if there's something. We're not necessarily expert. We'll easily guide you in the right direction and get your information out. Now, in our tracks, we discuss different things: our health, family, friends, mental, emotional intelligence, healthy living. So this is the track. So as you come, you're going to learn more and more. Okay. So last time, who was here last time? Who can remember what one of the main assets that Allah gave when we were sent out to Earth? What physical asset did He give us? What is that?
Health.
Health. He gave us health, but mashallah, the physical asset He gave us is our body, right? So for those who weren't here, who are new, we asked how much would you pay if I cut off both your hands? How much money can I give you, right? If I took both your eyes, how much money could I give you for your eyes? Would anybody do that? Anybody's willing to? No. So you're automatically priceless, right? So Allah gave you something physical that's priceless, and we should be thankful for all the time. Now with that, there's something else. There's something else that I would say is even more precious. That's even more precious. So something that's more precious than our physical body, right? What is it? Close, that's a good answer. But what do we work for? Those who have families, what do we work for? Who do we work for?
Peace.
Peace, fine. But what physical thing do we work for? What's another physical asset we have?
Wife.
Family, exactly, our kids. If it's a choice between you or your kids, you're gonna let your kids, right? You're gonna pick your kids. If it's between you and your wife, you're gonna let your wife, pick your wife. Hopefully that's gonna pick your wife, right? So that's the idea, is that there's something, and you see them in the movies, where there's a choice, and there's always the person who sacrificed themselves for the good of their family. Okay, so that's an important thing. So you have the physical asset Allah gave you, mashallah, He gave you this physical body, but He also gave you something else, which is also a trust and imana, which is your family and your friends. And I'll hand it to Abdul Shakur, and he'll continue from there.
So how many people in this room want to be like Elon Musk or Bill Gates? They have billions. So many people look up to them. But I wanted to kind of quickly talk about what they are lacking. So the wealth that money can't buy back. So they have billions, but their money can't buy back what they've done to their families. Because in this room, inshallah, there's going to be a billionaire soon. So we're talking about this now because put the foundation now. When you grow and you have your billion, keep it strong with the connection to the family. The richest man in the world, the loneliest man in the room. So Elon Musk talks about how he actually lost his family. He actually has 12 kids, 4 different women. He has no real connection to any of his children. He often talks about how he feels like he's missing half of his happiness. He can't even ever get that because he has no connection to his family. So he even says himself he's lonely. Do we want to be lonely like that? Do we want to have no connection to our family? No. Bill Gates, he built Microsoft. He started institutes all around the world. He went around building wells and building foundations. He couldn't, but he couldn't build a lasting home because he prioritized making connections with people that weren't good for him. Like he made a connection that his wife, she felt her values were more important than that marriage anymore because Bill Gates made a connection with Jeffrey Epstein. And she was like, yeah, I didn't want. So all of that to say that we have examples of good in our lives, and we have examples of like Dr. Huck here, who he's very, mashallah, successful. We have Sheikh Jamil, very successful. We have Suleiman, very successful, who are successful in both their financial and their spiritual. So we have good examples that we can follow, mashallah. I want to pass it back to
Okay. So one of the things, thank you, Abdul Shakur. So one of the things that you remember we talked about in Islam, when you get married, they say marriage is half the deen, right? So you can't get married to yourself, you have to marry somebody else. So there's a value for half your deen is in that family, is in the family, right? And Sheikh Jamil also mentions, like, when the day of judgment comes, man, you're walking into heaven, but what if your kids, you see your kids going the wrong way, going the wrong direction? Man, that's heartbreaking. So where's the value that you put, where's the effort, where's the time, where's the love that you put to make sure that you don't suffer then or your kids don't suffer now and then, right? So that's very valuable. We don't want to suffer in this world or the next, right? So that's very important. So one of the things that, there's many other reasons, right, for supporting family, but there's this theory of happiness that, mashallah, we came up here, Sheikh Jamil had given advice on this as well. There's a theory of happiness. So I want to share you with this theory of happiness, and we did some research on this. And the theory of happiness goes that Allah sent us down with a body, and with that, what also did He send down? What did He send down? Right? So He didn't just give a body and say, okay, you're going to be now suffering until you die, and that's it. No, He gives us food to give us energy, right? So that we can do the work, we can make money, we can take care of our family, we take care of our family, we get to do all this stuff. So He sent the nourishment down. He gave us also, all these things of how to grow it and be successful and share it, right? So Allah sent this down. So He didn't send our body down alone. In the same way that our body gets happiness when we eat, right? There's also something else that we get happiness from, right? So when we have there's a certain quantity. If we get that quantity, we're happy. Our body's happy, right? Our stomach is full, and mashallah, we're content. But I would argue there's another happiness, and it's our happiness of our soul, right? That's the other thing, right? He gave us a soul too, right? So how does that soul find happiness? So the way the soul finds happiness is connection with Allah, right? So that's the theory. So when we connect with Allah, then our soul gets happy. Now I'm going to go into this theory a little bit more so you can understand. Can everybody see okay? So the connection with Allah is very important. Now, if you don't have the connection with Allah, right, what's going to happen? Your soul's not getting satisfaction, and then it's kind of like when you don't have good food to eat, right, in the house, you don't have good food, man, your wife or your mother, she didn't cook good food, man, or she's not feeling well, man, you're stuck on your own, so what do you go and grab? You're not going to grab the apple, right? You're going to grab maybe the Oreos or the cookies or the mitai or whatever it is that you have, like that kind of junk food to fill you up, that sugar to give you a quick energy buzz so that you get energized. But that's not healthy, right? That's not really good for you. Long term, it's not good for you, right? And we all know that. There's studies. You grab a soda, you grab chips, that's what we go for. But we all know that's not healthy. But when we're in a desperate situation,